Hi, you are going to be so excited that you are here for this episode of Media Champions. I've got on the program today, very special guest. We've got Jenn Bonine, that Jenn Bonine of COYABLU on Media Champions right now. Jenn, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having us. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, we want to know, did you bring something for everybody on the program today?
Yes, we will actually have packages. So if we get your addresses, we will have some little presents show up at your doors so you guys can try out the product.
This is a great end of the work day kind of thing, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Let's dive right in. If there's somebody living under a rock that does not understand about the awesome craft cocktail that you guys have, COYABLU, let's talk about what it means to be able to market an awesome product like that, because you got to be on your toes and you got to know who you're marketing to. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. Defining that core customer is so critical in our industry. And there's a lot of confusion right now around the difference between a craft cocktail in a can versus what we all got used to in the beginning, which was the malt-based seltzers. They actually have malt in them, which is a derivative of beer, as you know.
Right. Let's talk about, if we can, you guys don't have all that stuff in your craft cocktail. What caught my attention was the fact that you have no gluten. There's no, you don't have the sugar. So I mean, it's 100 calories. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. Plus, it's flavorful.
Yeah, and that was really the difference, right? So for female founders, most of the beverage industry is run off of large brands and products we all know, but this was based off 4 female founders who wanted to change the industry and really put something out there that's very unique and different from what we're used to getting. The average craft cocktail in a can right now has a lot of sugar. So you're getting over 200, 250 calories. I mean, for some of us, that's a meal. So you
Yes.
don't want that in your cocktail. You want it to be lighter. So it was really based off of the concept of, what do we want to put in our bodies? Drinking clean. Like, a lot of us like to enjoy a cocktail, but if it's convenient and we don't want to have to mix it, I don't want it to be something that has a ton of calories, a ton of sugar, carbs. This is healthy for people who are keto, diabetic, folks that need to watch sugar intake, calorie intake, all of that. So we only have 4 ingredients in these cocktails, which is very unique compared to what else is out in the market right now.
I'm very interested for people to understand, when you have this fantastic product like you do, you don't just come up with a quote marketing campaign, set it and forget it. You're constantly evolving. Can we talk about that? Because I don't care what kind of business you're in, people can learn from pros like you on how it's done, because you don't just set it and forget it.
Mm-hmm. No, this is very evolutionary in terms of, like I said, there's a multi-pronged approach around education. Like, consumers in certain markets are more educated than others on what's in these canned cocktails, or these canned seltzers, as a lot of people call them. So one thing we're doing is, targeting our educational campaigns to different areas of the country around what they need to know. The second piece we're doing is around a pocket strategy. So pocket strategies for us involve, if I'm going to put a beverage in, say, a bar or restaurant in a high-end area that fits my consumer market for these more branded high-end cocktails, I want to make sure that I have it in liquor stores around there as well. I want to make sure there's billboards around those places that they know where to get them. And we're actually adding something pretty unique in the beverage space, which is gamification. So on our cans, there are actually QR codes that tie back to offerings for custom pop-up parties that are actually your ticket to that pop-up party. So it's like an NFT ticketing on the can itself that we can drop into geolocations.
Wow. Who knew you could have an interactive cocktail? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Jenn, I adore talking to you. I am out of time, but I hope that you will come back and educate us some more and let us pick your brain on what's new and exciting in the approach that you're taking, because I dig your product. I dig what you're doing. And I really, really appreciate you taking time to share that insight with us today.
Absolutely. We'll be back and to update on some of these strategies, as like you said, they continue to evolve for us all the time.
Well, we're looking forward to it. And I know the rest of you are going to look forward to connecting with Jenn. You're going to want to go to the website and just check out COYABLU. If you're not familiar, get familiar. And we're happy to make that connect for you. You can find Jenn by finding us at dailyadbrief.com. I'm Mary Treese Griffin in Atlanta. We'll see you next time for more Media Champions.